collapse imminent, or are we on a slow slide into chaos? Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. Right now it seems like we're on that slope, we're on that slow slide. But there's a lot of stuff adding up, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff that is concerning going on, and it's all adding up to a big, it's the snowball rolling downhill, getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So is that going to lead to a total collapse? Yeah, I think so. I think that really hard times are coming. I've been getting a lot more premonitions, dreams. I don't know what they are. Like, kind of like daydreams. But I talked about on Patreon, the specifics and stuff. Interesting. But I know that a lot of the importance revolves around tribe. And a lot of the importance that I've been receiving, maybe due to my role in things, is the protector, defensive, tactical role. Things are going to get ugly. I don't know if it's going to keep the slow slide like it has been. I have a feeling we'll be slow sliding until a certain point. A lot of people are talking about shortages and stuff like that. Increased prices are a big one though. It may not be that you can't get food. It may just be that you can't afford food. We may be priced out of food, certain people. That's why stockpiling food is vitally important. That's why being prepared is vitally important. And on the tactical, warrior side of things, the ability to defend what you have is vital. In these days of increased lawlessness, skyrocketing crime, I mean, law enforcement, less and less ability to do their job. Thank you, baby girl. You got baby girl just gave me this. Sometimes it's good to pause and enjoy the beauty in life and in nature. So this is our beauty pause. A lot of bad things going on in this world, but there's a lot of beauty also. That helps remind us. Thank you, baby girl. Yeah. A lot of difficult decisions are going to need to be made. Having the mental strength to do so will be important. Increasing your tactical ability will be very important. What do I think is happening? Think zombies? I think that there's a lot of people out there that aren't prepared. There's a lot of people that are basically zombies, walk around on their phone, they don't know what's going on. They're totally clueless. All they care about is social media and their cell phones and texting, and they can't function without all that. And they also are the people that normally either eat out a lot or go to the grocery store every single day to get whatever they're making that night, or not really making, because most of them don't even know how to cook. Preparing a meal for them is like putting a box in a microwave, or maybe throwing something in the oven, or maybe mixing something from a box into another box, and it's why these preparedness skills are very important. I believe that societal collapse is coming. I do. That's why tribe is very important. And in one of my waking dreams, I don't know what to call it. I talk about it on Patreon. Links in the description below if you want to check it out. Hundreds and hundreds of videos there, exclusive content, good stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's $1 a month. I talk more in detail about that. But having a tribe that will back you up, that will come get you whenever the situation goes bad, or you can be part of going to get them, working together, securing an area, securing your house, securing your meetup spot, your bug out location, somebody else's house, whatever it may be. It takes a lot of people to properly set security. So don't take that lightly. Don't think, oh, I can just do everything myself. You can't. I can't set proper security by myself. Even me and my 14-year-old boy. We can't set proper security, just the two of us. That's a single point security and we'd have to rotate on and off and still get everything else done. You need minimum 4-point security with a watch rotation. So you're talking, you know, about 12 guys. 8, you could probably do it with 8, but you know, 12 would be better. And then what about a reaction force? What about backup? What about comms with the posts to the main structure or the main house, whatever it is, so that you can call for backup or you can let somebody know what's going on so that you're not the single point failure of knowing what's going on. If you're out there on watch somewhere and there's activity that everybody else needs to know about, you don't want to be the only one that knows, because then everybody else will be surprised. That's the point of you being out there on that LPOP, that listening post observation post, or fixed fighting position, whatever you want to call it. An LPOP can become a fixed fighting position if a fight comes. But a fixed fighting position is a hardened position, ballistically protected. LPOP can just be you sitting out somewhere in the woods. You need to know the differences of these things. You need to have at least the materials set aside now. Start gathering them now so that you can put these situations, put these defensive placements in place when stuff goes south. You don't necessarily want to build, you know, a bunch of fixed fighting positions or all stuff around your property or in your front yard or something like that if you're in a suburban neighborhood, because you freak everybody out, right? Just like you don't want to throw up a bunch of big barbed wire fences with cyclone barbed wire, razor wire, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's just not the time for that yet. But we're getting there, especially the increased crime. A lot of people would probably understand if you'd start throwing up fences with razor wire on it. They'd be like, yeah, this guy's smart, because, you know, there's a lot of crime out there. There's a lot of bad people doing bad things right now. The more rural you live, you probably have to deal with that a lot less. Maybe you have to deal with like petty crime, petty theft, stuff like that. So maybe somebody coming trying to steal something from your yard, but you're not dealing with the same kind of things people are going to deal with in the cities. So that's one reason why I advocate getting out of the cities. I advocate moving rural, but I also advocate heavily building your tribe, having a situation where you can rely on each other. Peace of mind. That's why we prep. We prep out of peace of mind, not out of fear. You got a good group, you will fear a lot less, knowing that, hey, there's somebody out there that's got my back. I'm not in this alone. I do feel that chaos is coming. I do feel that societal collapse is coming. I think that we're still on the slope, the slippery slide to it. But I still think there will be a total collapse. Main reasoning, because Americans just don't deal with lack of food, with the increased prices, shortages, rationing, all this stuff. We are blessed, very blessed, but a lot of people have become soft. Society has become soft because we're so reliant upon the on-demand supply system. We're so reliant on the fuel station having fuel. We're so reliant on all these things as a society. Now, a lot of people are into homesteading, producing their own, building their own, growing their own, raising their own, stuff like that. Yes, and those people are much better off. And then preppers like you and me, and I'm kind of a homesteader, are also way better off because we've at least stockpiled things. We've at least thought ahead. We're proactive, not reactive. That's very important because we understand that prepping is living insurance. It's what it is. Life insurance is actually death insurance. Well, prepping is actually living insurance. It'll ensure that you live, that your family eats, that you don't have to sit there and watch your family starve, or you don't have to starve trying to keep your family alive. There's going to be a lot of difficult things, a lot of difficult questions people ask, you know, like, well, what do I do if my family's not on board? Do I leave them behind? Stuff like that. But we have another beauty pause. The beauty in life. Here. Yeah. Buttercups. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love that you find all the beauty around us. That's very important. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of difficult situations that we're faced with. So, wargame them now. Think about them now. Prepare yourself mentally now. You want to have as many of these things thought through, prepared for, that you possibly can. Because then it'll be easier. Not that it'll be easy, but it'll be easier. Prepare yourself mentally and physically and spiritually. It's a whole ball of wax. You got to have the big picture. When society totally collapses, it will be very, very, very ugly. Very ugly. I hope you guys are taking this seriously. I hope that you're setting yourselves up for success. And I really hope that you're not just concentrating on food and water and stuff like that, how as important as it is. I hope that you're really taking the defensive and security side seriously. I hope that you're getting good quality training and that you're stockpiling seeds, both kinds, and that you know how your gear works because you're out there training in it. I've been wearing my plate carrier, helmet, primary defensive tool all day around the house just to keep myself used to the weight, the way it feels, the way I move around objects, especially helmet if you got a helmet. Very important to be used to this stuff. There may come a time very soon when you're in that stuff almost 24/7. I've slept in that stuff before, in the military, a lot of times. I've lived in it. So I'm just making sure that I'm as prepared as possible to step back into that role, hoping that I don't have to, but preparing myself for that situation. Anyway, please subscribe, hit the like button, comment below, share the videos, give that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Then there's that heart with the thanks down there. If you guys feel like donating to the channel, awesome. Thank you very much. And I mentioned Patreon. Check out all the links in the description below. Every once in a while, just read through the description. I like doing that in channels because people change up stuff. People have different things they recommend. Maybe they pop in other channels' names, whatever, stuff like that. It's just interesting. So anyway, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Blessings to you and yours.